you'll know, what way to use it. Okay. So that's the part that's in my part, third part of the syllabus. Okay. And once you go over that, okay, and you back up into the Start Here folder and just come in and click on that, and it'll take you into the welcome. I think there's 4 questions. Not a big deal. The rest of the stuff in the Start Here folder, a lot of foundational stuff to help you with like things like, for example, the MLA handbook is here. There's an MLA workshop created by the library. There's free library help, and there's the free writing tutor down here. Okay. Also, outside of my office, I have QR codes that link you to these things. So if you don't have this pulled up and you're thinking about it walking down the hall or whatever, you can stop by my office and just scan those codes. And they'll take you to those as well. All right, I'll show you the class now. So this is us. Right? There's May. And as you can see, we start here, right? Semester starts. Here's your first due date. That's the welcome quiz. Now these aren't hot links. These are just reminders. If you click on it, it'll give you, if there's any specifics, it'll give you specifics. So if I click on the welcome quiz, it doesn't really say it because there's nothing there. You gotta go into the Start Here folder and take a look at this. Here's our first day off next week. So we're not meeting for 2 weeks. Okay? And that's Memorial Day next week. All right? And then also that night is due a rough draft for Essay 1. Okay? And that's the thing I put in the announcements, and I said I moved part of it in the announcements because it was easier to see. Okay? And we'll talk about that in 1 second. Okay? And then you can see as we move through June, every week, right? There's a holiday. There's a library day where we're meeting at the library. There's a holiday. There's a holiday. We got shafted with these holidays. And there's the end of the semester. I mean, so we literally meet 4 times, something like that. So it's important. I'm going to try to focus on the things that are going to maximize your chances of getting an A and B. And then you'll have to pull the rest of the work. Have to move that fast. So where is the work? There's the lesson folder. This is where the work goes. Okay. Now, foundations, as you can see, this is the basics. Grammar, the writing process. Okay. Transitions, paragraph development, sources, etc., etc., etc. Okay. This is like for your reference type stuff. I would look through it at some point. Again, like I said in the beginning, just so you know where it lives in case you need it. Okay? So you don't have to spend, a day and a half looking for it. Okay? Lesson 1, the writing process. This is where we're starting. Okay? You're going to have to look in here at this stuff, again, mostly on your own at this point. All right? When we meet next time, we're going to jump right into this. Because you're already going to have a draft due that night for this. And it won't be hard. The draft should take you 5 minutes. Don't get intimidated. It's easy to get intimidated, especially if you don't like to write. Don't get intimidated. Okay? We will get you through this. So this is the folder that you need to see what we're doing. All right? And it has the specs themselves here. It has a rubric for you to see. I wouldn't worry about that. It has a model for you to look at and see what it should look like when you're done. And right down the bottom, these are the drop boxes. Okay? Essay 1 rough draft, Essay 1 final lesson. So when you're done your draft, you'll come in here, click on this, and then you pick your name. If it doesn't come up, then upload your document. Okay. So basically, if you look in the announcements right there, that's the last assignment I put. The last announcement I put. This is telling you what your first assignment is going to be. Okay. This is the illustration essay. And basically, by the title, the alternate title for this is the exemplification essay. Example. Okay? You are going to give examples from your life in support of one of these things. Okay? So you're going to read down this bulleted list. There's all kinds of stuff here, right? Good art can be ugly. You agree with that? Yes, no, maybe, whatever you choose, okay? And then you're going to give examples as to support that. So, yeah, good art can be ugly because it's very subjective, right? What you might think is art, I might think is garbage. Right? And then I give you an example. Lying may be justified by the circumstances. That's a good one. I love reading those. Is it always good to tell the truth? You know, technically it is, right? There are going to be times in life where telling the truth, if you have a significant other and they come out and they're wearing something that looks horrible and they say, how do I look? How do you say? What do you say? Oh, great. What do you say? Yeah, get dump truck. So what are you going to say? That might be a situation where maybe lying could be at least diplomatic. Maybe not right, but diplomatic. These are personal moral issues. Yeah, it depends. I'd have trouble answering that question. So, in other words, pick it and tell us how you feel about it. You know, do you agree with it or disagree with it? And then think of your own life and give us examples. Or if you like it so much and you can't think of an example of it. You're supporting it basically from examples from your own life. Right? So there's no real right or wrong here, guys. Any points lost on this assignment is going to be technical points, you know, for not formatting right or whatever. Okay? Most of this is going to be very subjective, and very much your opinion, obviously, because it's an exemplification from your own life. Okay? I can't tell you you're wrong. I don't know. How do I know? So pick one of those, decide how you feel about it, and then you're going to give examples. Okay? The assignment itself is 2 to 3 pages. And that includes the MLA header, that's that big block of information with your stuff on it. Later on, it will include the works cited and any sources that you use. This assignment, you're not using sources. It's all from you. Thus, this assignment is okay to use first person because it's coming from your life, right? So I is okay. I don't really know how you would do it without I, because it's your life. So this is the only assignment that we'll do where first person is good. So keep that in mind. Right. 2 to 3 pages, you're going to use examples from your own life and show whether you agree or disagree. The issue you should pick should be one in which you can relate to. Okay. Supporting or disagreeing from examples in your own life. No secondary sources. And again, guys, I don't know your example. You can make something up if you really like the topic. That's cool. Just say, you know, whatever. I'm not going to know. But I probably wouldn't do it with lying. You know, lie. You'd be in a conundrum. Okay. All right. You can look at the model that I just skimmed past in the illustration essay specs where that lives. Okay. And if you need to, stop with the listen. You can put that here, and this will take you into this format for MLA. Again, this is easy, guys. It looks hard. You may have had difficult experiences with it. It's not hard. For this assignment, it won't be hard. You just have to make it look like it. That's all. Go in and look at the model. The model lives. Oops, the model lives in the lesson folder. There's the lesson folder. There's the assignment. There's the model right there. Make it look like that. Just to show you what we're talking about right now from the announcements, this is the assignment, but it's a little bit easier to read in the announcements because I put it a little different. Okay? So just check it from the announcements and you can look here and see the details. See, this is laid out by topic. people were getting confused and you have to pick one from each thing. That's why I made that one big bold list. Because you only have to pick one. Okay? You don't have to pick more than one. Actually, I had somebody who did them all one time. It was amazing. I'm not great. That's a lot of pages. And this is giving you an idea of how to put it together. And again, guys, that was in the assignment folder right there. I highlighted it. Hit the model, go to the announcements, look at that list, find something you like, jot some ideas down. The rough draft will be due next week. So we'll have a class before it's due. Right, this is actually due next week. So you're going to go in between now and then, and you're going to look at, we would normally have a class before it was due, but we didn't know anything. So we're off. Okay? We're not meeting. But just go to the announcements and look it over. You saw the bulleted list I showed you, 2 to 3 pages. Find something you can come up with examples for. Jot the ideas down. Okay. Don't wait till the last second. Go in and look at the model. You can probably copy the model and just change the information. That way it'll be in the format. Just make sure you change the information. You know, get it all settled and then upload it into Dropbox. Dropbox for this assignment opened today. So at any time between now and midnight next Monday, you can upload this. And you can upload it multiple times too, guys. I always recommend, especially in these boot camp classes, that you get something in there as soon as you can. And then you go back in and change it as you develop it, because you don't want to not turn something in right. Once that door closes for the deadline, next Monday night, midnight, that's it. So as soon as you have something you can put something in. But then, you know, you go back, you can edit, right? And then just go back and upload it again, and then we'll just overwrite it. Up to the deadline. Questions? Still have questions? It's a lot, guys. I get it. Like I said in the first minute, come into our page and start clicking on things, look around, look at the lesson folder, see what's in it in detail. Start your folder, look over the syllabus again, go into the welcome quiz, do that, get your free points. Okay? Those are assignment points. They're not huge in terms of weight, but every point counts. Okay? Then get to the end and that point. So every point counts. Any questions? You all good? Again, guys, email is the best way to reach me. I'm glad I said that because I don't remember to email. Okay. Email is the best way to reach me. Okay? You're going to pretty much get a response quick unless something's going on. Even at weird times. I don't guarantee it, but people have gotten emails from me at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're up late, you're bored, did something for school. You figure I'll shoot them a question, we'll get it tomorrow. I'll get it right there. We'll be having a conversation with me at 3 o'clock. Most of the time, not always. All right, guys, so we're off next week. Beautiful, first day. So we still have an assignment due though. One, the welcome quiz, that is due by Thursday. Get that done today, so you don't forget. The second one is the rough draft, the illustration essay. Go back into the announcements and look at that. It's at the top. Look at those bullet points. Pick one that you like. Start coming up with ideas, because it's going to be due Monday. Not meeting for me to remind you, so. All right. If you did not scan in, please scan in, okay? The QR code is right next to the door back there. And it was great meeting you, and I look forward to recording your A's and B's for you. Have a great week, guys. Again, email me if you have questions.